There is an agenda happening right now against Manchester United, and I have gathered multiple pieces of evidence and proof just from this week to show you that the world is in fact against Man United. I will be proving it to you in under 3 minutes until we get into the deadline day transfer news, and to make sure you understand every word, let me put into a split screen, put some captions. Let's start with the Burnley game this past weekend. Man United beat Burnley in the 90th minute to win 3-2. People say, how do you struggle against a newly promoted team? You need to switch the manager. Barcelona come back and win in the 90th minute, and they win 3-2 versus a newly promoted team, Levante. A very similar situation, a 90th minute winner versus a newly promoted team. But with Hansi Flick, it's let's break down how he did the comeback. What an amazing manager. Sensational comeback versus newly promoted Levante. I mean, it's a perfect comeback, but with Man United, it's a concern. Once again, Man United agenda. Man United celebrate, show passion after that Burnley last minute winner. People say this.
They celebrate in like they just won the World Cup.
Meanwhile, Napoli, who were just Serie A champions, scored a 95th minute winner versus Cagliari, who were just 3 points away from relegation last season. Do you want to see how they reacted? Look at this. Conte running around. The whole bench comes out. They're looking like they won the Champions League final, bro. Look at this. There's a team that was 3 points from relegation, but not one media outlet says they're overreacting with their celebration. Once again, Man United agenda. Ruben Amorim uses a tactical board. Doing his job, he becomes a meme. People clown him. Slot uses one. No media company posted this photo. Man United agenda. Bruno Fernandes misses a penalty versus Fulham. People clown him. Shirt over his head. People say he's embarrassing. He's whiny. He scores a penalty versus Burnley. People say he's doing too much in his celebration. Not only that, but ESPN UK accidentally, if you see over here, we saw the former post. I have the receipts. ESPN accidentally put Bruno Fernandes misses 2 potential game-winning penalties back-to-back by accident, assuming he would miss the penalty versus Burnley. Man United agenda. Bruno Fernandes, after the penalty miss versus Fulham, does explain the referee messed up his routine, but that is not an excuse to be missing the penalty. But for some reason, they're still saying he's complaining. He's a baby. Meanwhile, Raya today blames the fact that he got scored on with a free kick because the new ball. He has to adapt to the Puma ball. Not a single media source is clowning this interview. Once again, Man United agenda. It only took Thomas Frank a preseason to transform the worst Spurs in history to a well-performing team, but why do we still need to give time for Amorim? Well, I don't think Amorim ever got dominated this bad. Lost 1-0 to Bournemouth. Not lost. Got absolutely annihilated by Bournemouth. No one questions the tactics. No one says that he needs to be sacked. It was just one bad game. Where's that treatment with Amorim? Once again, Man United agenda. And my favorite one, because everyone's clowning us for a loss, draw, and win in the Premier League. Meanwhile, this bald fraud has 2 losses already. The media is painting such a bad picture about Manchester United. Meanwhile, we're not even the worst team in Manchester, and we're gonna prove it on September 14 at the Empty Head. I understand the hate, right? People are scared that we're gonna go back to our glory days. This is the responsibility that comes with being the biggest club in England. They're even getting to the point where they're trying to assemble the Avengers. I mean, we'll get into all this. But let me quickly just say, if Isak is Superman, baby, we got kryptonite. 20 more saves than any other goalkeeper in Europe. Let me tell you, this guy's about to cook, but we'll get into all of this. Before we move on, let me just end this part of the video saying this. Do not fall for this negative agenda. Understand this is how media companies make money. These were just some small examples. There's so many more happening, not only with Man United, but other clubs as well, so don't do that. Over here, we have positivity, not toxic positivity. We always talk about things that need to get improved. The one thing you'll always get out of me is realness. I had enough of all this fake media coming out of Man United during these past couple days. Had to drop that, and I just hope that you understand now. If you're a Man United fan, you feel better, you feel more secure, and if you're a hater, then your eyes open a little more and I changed your mind. That being said, I want to welcome you to Matty Mondays episode 2. I could take that jacket off now that the detective work is over. If you don't know who I am, my name is Matty FC across all platforms. What do I post about? Everything football, but I do have a lot of focus on Man United because that's just my passion. I love the club. However, the point of Matty Mondays is to take a look at everything happening around the entire world in the football community. Let me tell you, this weekend, bro, insane. All around the world, there's crazy things happening right before the international break, and we're gonna dive into it all. Yo, there's so much, I don't even know where to start. Actually, I know where to start. Who let this happen? This is unacceptable. What the freak is this? What the freak is this? Literally, forget Isak. I'm thinking, dang, they cook Ekiteki. They already cook with Ekiteki, right? They got Bohm, they got Frimpong, they got Wirtz, even though has he played yet? Once Wirtz debut, I haven't seen him on the pitch yet. But once they got Isak, I said, okay, can we relax? Unbelievable. All this to stop Manchester United. Let me tell you something. This is going to be a crazy one. I feel like Liverpool's changing too much. I don't know if that makes sense. Don't fix it if it's not broken. They're fixing something that wasn't really broken. I felt like they were kind of cooking. I felt like the team last year was good. A lot of pieces left. A lot of pieces came in. I don't feel like sometimes it's the best move. Add that to the fact fact that, you know, some players are getting Salah's touch this past weekend versus Arsenal was atrocious. That first touch, he had bricks in his feet. Anyone else see that? Anyways, but I just feel like, I don't know, this could be hurting Liverpool. And then we also get into the fact that this deal was off Gay, right, coming from Crystal Palace to Liverpool. That was when I was gonna get very scared. If they pulled this off, I was like, nah, someone needs to get arrested immediately. But this makes me happy because that Liverpool defense, there's cracks. There's cracks. Call me crazy. I might be wrong, but that Liverpool team, they're beatable. I'm not saying they're trash. I'm not saying they're terrible. They're very beatable. That defense, just keep an eye on them. Then we move to Arsenal. Let it all work out. Let it all work out. 0-0-1. 1 game, 0 goals, 0 assists. 0-0-1, Eze. Nah, I'm just kidding. I can't hate on Eze. Eze is actually one of the most likable people ever. But I hate that 2 players that I loved before this transfer window, and now I gotta hate watch because they went to Arsenal. Number 1, Eze. That hurts because he's a baller, nice guy. Gyökeres is the one that really hurts my soul. If anyone's been following me, especially for the last 2 years, I always said this man is an absolute animal, and it kind of breaks my heart because he's not performing well. And then the other part of me is like, you know what? As an Arsenal hater, though, amazing. And if there's any Arsenal fans watching, I'm not actually Arsenal. I mean, I am, but it's all banter. And listen, if you're an Arsenal fan, we can still be friends. All right, hit the subscribe button, come chill with me every week. And if you're still here watching this video, why not hit the subscribe button, take a pause, hit subscribe, get a water, come back. We're gonna go on to the next team. Insane window for both. Let's see how it compared to Man United's. This window we brought in Cunha, Leon, Mbeumo, Sesko, and Lamine. Let's go one by one. Cunha, hope you get better, brother. I mean, especially for Man United, but also as a Brazilian, I want you at the national team. Don't know if he's gonna be playing during the international break. Probably not. Leon, very cheap in terms of what we're spending on the other players. Very, very young player. Hasn't seen much. I saw him in preseason. Very aggressive. I'm excited to see, but he has to develop, right? It's clear he has to develop. And Mbeumo, I think, arguably, besides Bruno, he might be our best player. Now, is he better than Bruno? I don't know. Maybe. But his touch, ability, his decision-making is really, it's class. It's honestly class. Excited to have him on the team and a good person. When I interviewed him at the preseason thing, this guy was, I had a one-on-one interview with him. This guy was very down to earth, very excited. You could tell he was just excited to be there. And I'm so happy, bro. I love when not only good players, good people come to the club, because we don't want none of that drama, which we'll see in the next screenshot. Yeah, we'll talk about all these people very soon. Benjamin Sesko, a little weird, right? Because apparently he was injured at the end of the Grimsby game. That's why he didn't start versus Burnley. I just want to see him turn up. I want to see him start scoring goals. It's going to happen eventually. I think the whole team's going to become clinical, and then it's going to be very scary for the league. And then the new signing, the new goalkeeper, thank God! Semi Lamens. Oof, that sounds like a Man United legend. This is not Semi Lamens. I can see a statue outside of Old Trafford. Oh my gosh. That's a beautiful name. Now, I don't know anything about this guy. Like I showed you earlier, he has the most saves in Europe, and apparently we've been keeping an eye on him for over a year, and this is the right choice. I don't know. I put a tweet out saying, give me an honest opinion on this guy. People saying the next Courtois because he's from Belgium. Other people saying that he's the white Onana. Never seen him play. People are over here giving their opinion under my tweet. If you want to go check it out, go to my Twitter. People are dropping their opinion. I'm going to make a video very soon. I'm going to let all the details come in. I'm going to make a video saying everything you need to know about this goalkeeper Lamens, because I just want to make that a separate video. I want to show my reaction to his highlights, just give his information. But we got so much news to get into, so let's see who we let out this summer. I'm gonna speed through these because I'm very passionate about some of these players. I could be here for a year talking about these. Marcus Rashford left, had to leave, didn't like how he interviewed after he left and kind of talked bad about the club, but it's all good. At Barcelona, not playing too hot. Some Barcelona fans already not believing in the project. Collier, I like the loan. In my opinion, wouldn't be ever good enough to start, so I like the loan. Alejandro Garnacho, I got time for you, my friend. Not only this guy talking about we're the best club in the world, but apparently his goodbye message was caught to be 97% AI, meaning he didn't even write it. Usually people drop their goodbye message the day it's confirmed, the here we go day, but he waited 3 days, got a lot of backlash, then released this, and then this AI rumor comes out. He didn't write that. It's AI. I don't know, man. Look, I love the guy at a point. I feel like the stadium always showed love singing Viva Garnacho. Actually, on EAFC this past year, until I played until like December, I had his Europa League card. I used that to the max. One of my favorite players, but you can't lie. He brings so much drama. Even his brother, bro, all that leaks that he get out of the starting 11. I feel like Ruben saw the toxic attitude and got him out, and I'm happy he did. Rasmus Højlund. I mean, I feel bad for him because, listen, if we get the same story with Sesko not scoring goals, then we're going to know that it's a bigger problem than just Rasmus Højlund. However, he's going to Napoli. You got KDB there, McTominay, good team, just one Serie A. It might be a good confidence boost, and he might come back stronger, and it really might help us out when he comes back next season. I mean, it's going to be very interesting to see how he does at Napoli, and if he can translate it back next season, if he chooses to come back. Anthony, if anyone has been following me here for over, let's say, a year or two, you know that this guy was a key piece to my memes. I mean, he was my GOAT. So many skits, so many memes, but I kind to sum it up here. Financially a disaster, but that doesn't fall on him. Always played for the badge and never caused drama. Some people want to talk about the allegations that he got with that girl, but it was disproven. It was dropped. So I don't know. I feel like he really never caused drama. He never actually made the drama. But best of luck, Anthony. We'll never forget that debut versus Arsenal. My God, I thought he was going to be the next Ronaldo after that goal, but close, but not really Ronaldo. Not Ronaldo-esque. He goes to Betis for 22 mil. Terrible business, but what can you do? I will say this, Ten Hag. And Ten Hag. Let's go into Ten Hag next. Ten Hag will be the next segment really quickly, but because he's a terrorist to the club. He absolutely set back our club years. That bald fraud. So many bald frauds. Pep Guardiola, Ten Hag. If you're bald, I don't trust you if you're bald. Harry Amos straight loan. Feel like that's a good move. Feel like he played okay last season. Good move to develop. And Jadon Sancho, what a person to end on. I don't have beef with anyone in the social media realm, but Jadon Sancho blocked me because I would comment things like leave, freedom. He probably had the right to. But that being said, he's ungrateful, he is selfish, and he only wants money, even though he doesn't play to the level of the money that he wants. He denied multiple offers this summer just because they weren't giving him the wages that Man United give. He's not stupid. He knows what he's doing, but I can't wait until the contract's over. This guy leaves his club and he gets the money that he deserves because this guy pisses me off. That's my Jadon Sancho rant. I will say Ineos cooked. I mean, this was our goalkeeper and front three last season. Now it's completely transformed. Listen, you could talk bad about them, but they did. Yes, we need a midfielder. But with Cunha injured, maybe Bruno moves up. Kobe Mainoo goes to the 8. Casemiro stays at the 6. A lot of people want to disrespect Casemiro all the time. Listen, I feel like he might bounce back this season. People are going to call me stupid, but he is a Champions League winner. You don't forget how to play football. If not, we also have this blessing. Kone, who a lot of fans have a lot of hope for. Injured right now, but played well during preseason. Keep an eye on him. Just to move on from Man United, this is how I think we should start when everyone's healthy, in my opinion. This is the best lineup we can give out. My opinion. If you disagree, let me know what you would make a change in the comments below. But I feel like if we want to let out our strongest team, this is how we have to do it. It has to be this. Maybe Mount. Nah. This is it. This is it. Way better than this Liverpool lineup. I mean, this is weak. This is weak. We might be cooked. Nah, we're not cooked. We're not cooked. We're not cooked. We're not cooked. This is weak. This is weak. And then we got to talk about Chelsea now. Nico Jackson gone. He did it. Nico Jackson was going to Bayern Munich. There was a pause saying that he might need to come back to the camp, but Nico Jackson will be going to Germany. I mean, this is one of the craziest transfer windows I've seen in a while, but we can't deny it. This is probably the craziest one of the summer. Isak to Liverpool. The only other transfer I could think about that's better than that, it was Anthony. 100 mil. Crazy. I think that's the major transfer news from this past week. And if I missed one, I'm sorry. I have a lot in my head. And talking about head, bald ones in specifically, let's talk about this bald fraud, Ten Hag. Ten Hag sacked after 2 matches. 2! Bro, he didn't even get to move into the crib. Probably had a sofa coming in, just signed a lease for a brand new car. He's cooked. 2 games. People are saying it's karma. I mean, I know the Ronaldo community is very happy about this sacking, but the way he treated certain players, the way that he kind of set up our team for failure, literally failure. Hold up. A lot of these signings are on him, especially the Anthony one's the craziest one. He was dying for the Anthony one to the point where he even said pay 100 mil, bro. 100. But I mean, there has to be something bigger going on, right? Because I know he lost the first 2 games, but he also lost Frimpong. He lost Wirtz, and he's expecting to turn the team around so quickly. I don't know what's going on. Ten Hag has been sacked, and something about past Man United, they're all getting sacked. In 4 days, these 3, all Mourinho and Ten Hag, all sacked. Don't know what's going on. People are saying bring back Mourinho. Some people, bring back. Guys, let's just relax. Let's relax. Obviously, something's not going good with these guys. Let's stay with our boy Amorim and get cooking. Let's see where these 3 end up going. But in Germany, Ten Hag's time might be done. Now let's move to Spain. If you're a Real Madrid fan, this deadline day is very boring. If that's on you. You want to be this big club that deals with business early? Go ahead. Go ahead. But you got no excitement at the end. I'm kidding. I would rather do it like that. But also in Spain, Barcelona ties 1-1, dropping points early in the season. Apparently, there was a penalty or something, and the VAR wasn't working in Spain. People are calling it a disgrace. And if we look at the actual video, hopefully I don't get copyrighted for this. You see he kind of loses the ball. Knee there. Boom. Yeah, I don't know if it's a penalty. What I do know is it wasn't working. The VAR wasn't working. And if we look at the table, Real Madrid is now at top. Barcelona 4th with 7. The season's very early. They just got started. But good victory for Real Madrid. Vinicius getting into form. The team's looking good. Xavi's cooking. All the updates from Spain. Now let's move to the MLS. And don't close the video out if you're an MLS hater. I don't watch it either. But something wild happened after the match. Leagues Cup final, Inter Miami, Seattle Sounders. Seattle Sounders win 3-0. However, after the match, the Barcelona retirement home, Inter Miami, they were mad. They were angry. There was fights, Busquets throwing punches. There's a lot of angles of people getting punched, people getting hit, but this is the craziest one. Look, check this out. I'll zoom in for this one. Look what Suarez does to the Seattle Sounders manager. He's just like, mine is this, boom, spit. Spits in his face. Unbelievable Suarez. I mean, this dude bites. He spits. He screams. His mouth is an issue. Pause. And not only were the players mad on the field, I think the federation, whatever it is, the MLS federation, is that a thing? They were mad. They already had Inter Miami on the trophy. They had to remove it when they started the agenda. And it wasn't only the players fighting. Check this out. Outside the stadium was World War III. I mean, look at this. This is insane. This is a history book. Bang! Cone to the head, takes the hat off. Bang! Sorry about that. MLS gets crazy. Look at this. As I'm recording, Lamens has arrived at Manchester United, already dropping quotes. I'll probably drop a video about everything you need to know about this man. This is why you gotta wait a little bit. You gotta wait for the information to come out. So this is our goalkeeper. This didn't work. I can't believe this guy had to hold goodbye, cried, and he's staying at Aston Villa for another 5 years. Kind of wild. Let me know in the comments. Would you prefer to have Emi Martinez over Lamens? Let me know in the comments, because there's a big debate right now happening. Do you want a proven experienced World Cup winner versus a young prospect who's very promising? Don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Let's see if he starts in 2 weeks versus Manchester City. What a debut that would be. Imagine a clean sheet versus Haaland. Ooh, that would be nice. I can't wait for him to be there. You know who won't be there? Cherokee. I don't like to laugh at injuries, but he's an ex-Lyon player. So when he signed for Man City, he said, I'm waiting for the game against Man United to kill them. Buddy, you got to kill your doctor. You got to kill your physical therapist. Kill your trainer. Because they're not getting you fit, buddy, and you won't be there. But you know who will always be there? Me. Matty, every Monday, Matty Mondays, I will be here giving you the latest updates from the weekend. I want to thank you guys for all the love on the YouTube. You guys in the comments it's very encouraging on YouTube. I'm not going to lie. Some of the other social media platforms are a little bit more harsh. You guys are nice. I like you guys. I'm happy to grow this community with you guys. Officially done with my first week of posting, and we're already past 25K subscribers. Coming up this week, like I said, I'm dropping the Lamens video. Also dropping a interview with the United Strand. Yes, the big bushy hair dude guy. He's going to have an interview with me on this YouTube channel. And one last thing, you guys know I was with Manchester United this past summer, interviewing the players, going to all 3 games, meeting the team. I just vlogged the whole experience, but never had the time to edit it. Now that I do you guys want me to drop that? Is it too late because preseason's too far back? Or should I drop it during this international break? Let me know. Fellas, I've been yapping for so long. Once again, thank you for all your support. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next Monday for Matty Mondays, episode 3. God bless. See you guys soon.